So I'm going to talk a little bit about endemism. And you've probably heard that word before on like a National Geographic special. It means that a thing is found nowhere else on Earth. So I could say, blah, blah, blah is endemic to blah, blah, blah. And that means that thing is found nowhere else on Earth.
Understood?
And that's important because that's a very special species, and also its habitat is very special. So there's something cool going on in that area if you find endemic species. So for instance, in the United States, the Southeast has a lot of endemic species, especially in the Southern Appalachians where Aaron's done a lot of research.
And Carly, too.
And especially high up. So you get to the top of these mountains and there's a lot of these old areas that haven't been glaciated and haven't changed for a really long time. So you get a lot of endemic species there.
Yeah. And so, what are some of the most endemic places on the planet, Carly?
Well, one of the places I did field work in New Caledonia is known to be one of the most endemic places for plants. And it probably is for lichens, but there is not a single lichenologist living on that whole island. And that's New Caledonia off the northeast coast of Australia. I did some work there looking for cladonia, but basically all the lichens there are probably endemic and we just don't know it yet.
Madagascar.
Madagascar for plants especially, and I think probably for a lot of animals too, and salamanders. Where else we got?
What drives endemism? Why are places endemic? Or not so endemic? Why are the organisms that live there endemic or not?
Probably because they just haven't changed for a long time, because they don't get a lot of other they don't get a whole lot of other things coming into their area. So they're highly specialized to live in the place that they live, and they don't get a lot of outside influences or genetic material coming in.
So they've been around for a long time, and they're just there, and they're barely hanging on. They don't have much other external influence. So maybe paleo endemics, old endemics. What about neo-endemism?
What about it?
Also, think about an area that's been recently colonized. So you got some volcanic explosion that wipes out an island, and all the species disappear, and then all of a sudden new things start moving in, like lichens, colonizing the landscape. Maybe they become reproductively isolated from their closest progenitor, and then they're found nowhere else on Earth. So they're very young lineages. Evolutionarily, those would be neo-endemics, right?
Right. So young lineages, neo-endemics, and old lineages, so things that have lived in one place for a really, really long time, unchanged, paleo-endemics.
Righto. What do you think about all this? Student in the back?
I'm listening. It's all very interesting.
Do you think we're right? Do you think we're lying?
You're right.
Oh, good.
We're right.